Welcome to the Travel Girl Show. Yeah, the Travel Girl Show.
Hey everyone, this is Troy from the Travel Girl Show. I'm a self taught travel agent since 2002. I absolutely love what I do, and I'm so excited to be able to share with you my expertise on travel and in the industry, and hopefully, I can save you some money on your next vacation. Today, we're going to talk about a couple of things. First, being when it is the best time to go to the Caribbean, and secondly, how to find the best price on airfare to get the best deal on your next vacation. Now, after that, we're also going to go over I have a travel trivia tip. So let's get to it. Now, when is the best time to go to the Caribbean? I think the Caribbean is probably my most booked vacation, just because of how many all-inclusive resorts there are there in the Caribbean. There's so many islands to choose from. So the Caribbean is definitely one of the most popular areas in the world that I send clients to. Now, the best time to go to the Caribbean, primarily in my eyes and in my expertise and my advice, have to meet three different criteria. One, it can't be during rainy season when the rain is minimal. Number two, you're not, inside the hurricane season. Um, and number three, the prices aren't absolutely outrageous. So there is a month of the year that meet all three of those criteria, and there's actually another, I should say, a month range in there, but I don't recommend necessarily doing that range because of holidays, and we'll get into that in a little bit. So, in order to really understand my philosophy and when it is the best time to go to the Caribbean, you have to understand the seasons. Now, there are a couple different seasons, actually, several seasons that they have. They have a high season, which is also called the holiday season. And it's actually pretty easy to remember. The high season is holiday season, and it's during the holidays. So, when most people, they have cabin fever, they're tired of being stuck in their homes, they're going to want to flock down to the Caribbean. So, this is during winter. So, high season is during winter, and that's where you're going to pay premium prices. The pros to high season is you get to escape the cold. The cons is the high prices, so you are going to pay a lot higher. So that's not the best time to go to the Caribbean. They have also another season. It's called the low season. Now the low season, it's not so bad. I mean, you're still kind of risking weather-wise, um, because you're more prone to rain and the days are hot and humid. Low season starts in June and it kind of goes throughout a month or two until you hit hurricane season. Hurricane season actually starts June 1st and it runs through November 30th. Not saying that you can get a hurricane outside of that range, but that's when they predominantly hit the tropical storms, the hurricanes. So the hurricane season runs from June 1st to November 30th. Now, low season starts in June. So June is the lower hurricane season, but you're going to see more rain. The prices are good though. I mean, you will get great deals during low season, and especially great deals during hurricane season in the Caribbean. Of course, you could probably understand why. So, if you're one of those bookers that kind of pass over the travel insurance to save some money, if you are booking in low season or hurricane season, you're going to want to reconsider that. You're going to want to purchase, cancel for any reason travel protection, and this would give you any reason whatsoever to back out of your vacation and recoup most of your money. So let's go to the last season, and that's called the shoulder season. So obviously, since this is the last season, this is the season you're going to want to travel in. Now, shoulder season, it meets all of those three factors. It has great weather, it has great prices, and you're outside the hurricane ring there, or not ring, but hurricane range there. Now, shoulder season, it is late spring, and there's also a time period like the week after Thanksgiving through about a week or two before Christmas. Those are what we call shoulder seasons, and those seasons, like I said, you're going to find good weather, good prices, and no hurricanes. You're outside of the hurricane season, prices are pretty decent, and you're going to have great weather. Now, since most people are traveling during, Thanksgiving, Christmas, December, end of November, early December really isn't a good time to go on vacation for most people. With that being the case, the only other option you have would be late spring to travel. And so your magic month here is May. May is a time you're going to want to schedule your Caribbean vacation, because that's where you're going to have, the good weather, the good prices, and hurricanes. And, you'll get deals out there as well, because it's not busy. Now, the pros, of course, as I mentioned, but there's also cons. The cons are the social scenes aren't as active during shoulder season. But that may just be what you're looking for. You may not be into the whole disco and the dancing and mixing and mingling with other couples. So if you do want to go, May is your magic month here. I also recommend to price out your vacation. Now, we're going to get more into this when we talk about how to find the best deal on your vacation. Is actually through airfare. So if you can be flexible on your dates and have the entire month of May be flexible for your travel dates, you're going to get a pretty decent price there. So, moving along, we're going to also talk about how to find the best price on airfare to get your best deal on vacation. Now, this is actually an ebook that I wrote. It has a jam-packed information, step-by-step guide on exactly what I do to find the best deal for my clients. And it's in the form of an ebook. I'm going to tell you where to get it, and it costs you nothing. Since it is an ebook, I'm not going to go over everything. I'm just going to go over a couple of tips. And I mentioned earlier about being flexible with your travel dates, and that is absolutely key. If you want the best price on airfare, you have to be flexible with your dates. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I get clients calling me all the time saying, "I need the best deal on airfare, but I have to leave June 8th." Well, the only prices you're going to get are in June 8th. So you never know. June 7th, you may save a couple $100. June 9th, you may save even more money. So if you can be flexible with your dates for an entire month, you can definitely save a lot of money just by being open with your travel dates. Now, there's a lot more things that come into play in finding the best price on airfare. And in order to find that, you're going to have to go to my ebook. If you go to travellove.com, that's TRAVELLUV.com, and you can, on the right-hand side, you can download my ebook. It'll be delivered right to your email. Just punch your name and your email address in, and you'll get it instantly. So, the next thing I want to go over is a travel trivia tip. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the Caribbean, more specifically the Dominican Republic. Now, Punta Cana is in the Dominican Republic, and it's a very popular destination, especially over the last 5 years. 10 years ago, not so much. 5 years, it's hot. So it has gorgeous blue waters, white sandy beaches, palm trees that look like they came from postcards. Now, my tip here is there's a time during the month, or time during the year that you may want to reconsider your travel dates, and that's actually during Easter. Now, April also constitutes the okay shoulder period. It's late April-ish though. So you may find some deals, but I doubt you're going to find any deals during Easter. And there's a reason why you probably don't want to go to the Dominican Republic over Easter vacation. And that's because of the holiday. They're really not strict, but they're really adamant about Easter. So what they do is they may, I'm not saying they will, but they may limit alcohol consumption at your resort. So all of you, all inclusive vacation lovers out there, and you'd go for the alcohol, do not go to the Dominican Republic during Easter. They may limit your alcohol consumption there. And also is loud music may be limited, or they may even just cut it off. Now, music, people go in the Caribbean, they have the music playing in the background, the calypso, and it kind of puts you in the whole vacation spirit. But during Easter, that may be cut off, so that could put a damper on some things. And lastly, there's no water sports at all, or at least there isn't supposed to be. They may allow you to, but technically they're not allowed to. So you may not be able to go out in the water onto motorized and non-motorized water sports. Now, this is some really vague guidelines. The local government enforces this, and it changes every year drastically. So they may be enforcing it a lot one year, and then the following year they may not even blank an eye at it. So those are just some travel tips that you may want to consider. Now, to get more information about what I talk about in my podcast, you can go back to my website. It's travellove.com, travluv.com. And you could just Google the articles or click on podcasts. My podcast will be listed under podcasts as well as links to articles of the information I just went over. And don't forget, if you need to ask me a question, there's also an Ask Troy button at the top. Just click on that, submit a question, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And I may even answer it over the podcast show. So thanks a lot for joining me. I'm so glad that you did, and I hope to hear from you. Thanks. Bye.
The Travel Girl Show. Yeah, the Travel Girl Show.